So, I was going to ask you what's coming up for season 7, but apparently you have a cheat sheet.
By the way, I would not know unless I had this. I didn't know anything. They don't tell us.
They don't tell us, no. We're just pawns in their grand
They
game.
just explain why there's no parking spots for us. They go, well, with all the new shows, I go, oh, I park over at the Beverly Center. Hi, Oliver.
Hi.
Don't pan over. All right.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like falsely optimistic that we could actually get on this season.
Can I
Get
write
along
a
with the season.
question for you?
Yes.
Ask Spade, say, why did you unfollow Adhir on Twitter?
Oh, that's a heavy question.
Ooh.
Really got
Controversy.
Yeah, really got prickly here. Here's what happened.
By the way, do you want? Maybe you can revise the question. Why did you unfollow Adhir on Twitter twice? That's the truth, really.
Why did I follow Patrick today?
Yeah.
These and more after the break.
We are really excited, actually. What were you saying?
I said we're skipping it, thank God.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to put you, sort of on the spot.
It was,
here.
I was like looking at who I had, and I think it hit unfollow.
Yeah, twice.
Right.
So
And Patrick was too boring, so I was weeding through, and I go, he doesn't even like to do it. And then I came back, and he's like, don't follow me on Twitter. I go, oh, God. Like, sorry, your last tweet was about Christmas.
In fairness, I was never the one who brought up the unfollowing. It was actually Oliver trying to instigate.
Funny part was he didn't know it, and I screwed up by following him again 2 months later, and then he figured it out.
He's like, hey.
You see the follows, you don't see the unfollows.
That's
So he
right.
sees me follow again, he goes, wait a second.
That's right.
Did you know it was 2 months?
I did not know that. No, this is also new information that is coming to light today. Yeah,
We really opened a can of worms. Right?
That's really
It's
it.
better than all.
I did not open that can of worms.
It's all right. Every opinion matters.
But we received this sheet about what's to come in
And
the
it's
seventh
only
season
because you're
with
here,
you. It's only
because
because you're here.
They would
Do
never
you want to
tell
go
us.
over this and decide
Sure.
what
Let's
storylines
do it.
work or-
Which
As-
ones are we going to throw out?
It's
Yeah.
very Russell sex focused this year.
It's not.
It is. Look at this.
It's
Russell
one-
joins ex-wife Liz at Sex Addicts Anonymous. The worst thing imaginable happens to Jen. She has a sex dream about Russell.
Yeah.
In a quest to find the perfect name for their daughter, Audrey and Jeff make Russell come up with a complete list of his sexual history so they can pick a name untainted by his past.
I like these. And Liz comes back, which I hope
That's
I have
really
sex
nice.
with. Liz is pretty.
By the way, we heard that. That wasn't just like a thought,
talking.
a silent thought.
But you get to do, apparently, a Bollywood number.
You better be in
Well,
it.
actually, it says which results in Russell leading a big Bollywood dance number.
Oh
So
my God.
perhaps
Eric.
I was just assuming you were in this.
you got that error, didn't you?
Yes.
You got it. Wow.
Because he thinks you, because you're Indian, that you'll be in it.
His
Wow.
parents are coming.
It's true.
Eric, there's no.
And he's
getting-
immersing himself in Indian culture.
I like how he just repeats it. He's immersing.
His parents are coming to visit.
They witness.
They witnessed Russell. He's immersing himself in Indian culture.
I was assuming you guys were gonna know.
I think because we know nothing about this till a minute ago.
Um,
I'm excited to dance. I hope you dance with me.
There is one episode which is coming up next week, which I've heard little whisperings about, which I'm looking forward to. Timmy goes away on a holiday, vacation. Sorry, that could get lost in translation. So Timmy goes away on vacation. When he returns, Russell is dating a girl who looks like, dresses like, speaks like Timmy.
Is that next week?
That's next week.
That's funny.
That's next week.
Wow, that's.
I think that's
fraught.
funny. I love it, but I miss the day next week, so I have to cram harder than usual with my dumb lines.
What are you doing next week?
It's real hush hush right now.
Well, it's not that hush-hush because you just mentioned it in an on-camera
I can
interview.
tell him and her.
Okay.
Now I have to go to
Not
Toronto for the film festival.
Oh, what film do you have opening in Toronto? Hotel Transylvania?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. That's, by the way, guys.
Welcome
He
to the,
didn't. He didn't prompt me. I just knew that was.
How do you even know
coming
I'm in
out.
it?
I just knew.
He follows you on Twitter.
Hotel Transylvania.
That's right.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
So.
September 30th.
Well, it's not really a ringing endorsement when
20th.
you yourself
I don't know.
are not aware of the premiere date.
No, go ahead.
I'm curious in terms of, I mean, you guys just seem to have a great chemistry on screen, and obviously in real life as well. Is that
Sort of.
something that's just
Not
comes
really.
naturally at this point?
I don't know what happened. I think we got lucky that it was okay, because I was very resistant to him coming.
He's still resistant to me being here. In
It's been a
fairness,
while, though.
it's true. He issues are always on a slow burn process with him.
Every time I have a problem with this show, I walk up, I go, hey, you know that guy that plays Timmy? They're like, yes. I go, is he around this week? They go, he's going to be here every week. And I go, why did we sign on the dotted line?
It's been a while now.
But it was
He's like a football player that's a bust. You know, you sign him for an 8-year deal, and the first 2 games he goes down. You're like, we got him now.
I mean,
don't
but
take that
just-
the wrong way.
Just to be clear, I am here and I can hear all of this.
He's our Leinert. It's great.
To get, just momentarily serious, I know you
Right.
hate it when I do this. I was initially only signed on to just do a guest spot, really. And I pretty much signed on to do that guest spot knowing that I'd have the chance to work with him. And, I've been a big fan
It's
of
like a
yours
date
since-
that went well. Now we're married.
Yeah, I was a big fan of his growing up, and I'm glad that it's worked out in the way that it has.
All right,
I can't speak for both of us,
I'm melting now.
but I can speak for myself.
Well,
So you were on your best behavior that day. You're like, I hope he likes me.
I was when I threw the bagel at you or something.
That's right, you threw a bagel at me. Yeah, so resistant was he that he was actually aiming for my head.
During a scene, right?
During a scene.
It was part of the...
But during the rehearsal
Sort
process,
of.
he sometimes sort of took it a step too far.
I'm like De Niro. Everyone knows that.
Your message.
Super
How?
actors.
That both of you lived in New York at some point?
We're both super actors.
Super actors? There's a... I
It's
did
a new
not.
one, yeah.
And what message do you have for the fans as the season 7 is coming, but they've been very patient, being flexible in terms of when the show is coming? What kind of message would you have for them?
Do you want to start off, David? I always like to expand on what you say as a general rule. So.
Well, I think we were loaded up with some good stories. I think this might be the end. We don't know, but if it is, we're going out big. We got weddings, we have babies,
Bollywood numbers?
and we have sex. Not in that order. And I think it's going to be good. So if they like the show already, they'll like it. And if they've never seen the show, they might not like it. But, no, I'm kidding.
We can cut that part out.
Okay, we will.
Yeah.
No, but if
stay
you
on the
see it
positive
on the
trail.
syndication, then you might be interested in coming and jumping in on the show. That's the trick we're trying to do.
Yeah, regretting you going first there. But
I really screwed it up.
and I think David covered all the things that will be transpiring over the course of the season. But you did make a very astute point that the show has had a somewhat uncertain life on the air and has moved around not only time slots but the evenings on which it airs as well. So if you've kept faith with the show for the first 6 years, as David sort of highlighted, we've got some really funny stuff coming up this year. And thank you so much for your support. We really
Just
appreciate it.
restating exactly what I said.
But
but I
I'm
was more
also
articulate
thanking
about
I'm
it.
also thanking the fans for following us in this journey.
It's true, that was nice. That is nice.
That was nice.
And
There
they
we
try
go.
to figure out what night we're on, because we try to make it hard for them.
This is it. Just set your DVRs and
Oh, that's the way to do it.
and it'll sort of.
But watch
pop
the
up whenever.
commercials.
But watch the commercials. Yes.
Do you guys watch the commercials?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Stay on message.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Of course.